Okay, y'all, I'm back. I told y'all I was gonna be back. I told y'all I was gonna be back. Okay, so for our scary videos today, we got 10 creepy videos that's supposed to make us look into our bed tonight. Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see. Let's go ahead. Hold on. First, don't forget y'all. I post Monday through Friday. Okay, and for specific uploads, check that in the description below. Sometimes I put it in the comment section. If I don't put it in the comment section, y'all know I got y'all. I always put it in the description section. The description section, in case that part cut out, because I did turn my head to the side a little bit. Okay, y'all know I'm brand new with the mic. But let's go ahead and hop to the video, okay?
Creepy lullaby plays every night at exactly 3 a.m. On June the 1st of 2026, a woman living alone is fast asleep in her bedroom when all of a sudden she's woken up at exactly 3 a.m. by a creepy lullaby playing from an old radio. And it's been happening since the beginning of May, but on this occasion something even more deeply unsettling happens. Watch closely.
It's a person. They're playing. I'm sorry. I had to go ahead and stop it, y'all. This is fake. This is a person. Like, they is sitting up here faking ghost videos. Like, okay, ghosts be out here lurking, but all ghost videos are not real. This one is clearly fake. Like, this lady just slid from under the bed and she gonna get up touching on her head in the bed, acting like she don't know that's her homegirl under the bed, acting like it's a ghost or somebody that's not supposed to be in there. Y'all need to stop playing. Oh, now she gonna put on the fake tears because she clearly fake crying, sweetheart. You clearly faking, sweetheart. Y'all, why is she faking? Cause what is she doing on this phone? I'm trying to can, but I can't. Cause they faking. She faking. Like, girl, if you really thought it was something in there, why are you on the phone? Like, I'll be like literally running through the door and my imprint gonna be left where I ran through the door, like on some Scooby Doo and Shaggy type of situation. Like, I'm not about to be on my phone. What we talking about? Girl, they need to stop playing with us. Okay, some more fake tears. Okay. She is not trying to get that little music box to go off. She don't want it to go off. Like, girl, if you was really scared, you would have been through it. Something like that. I'm not convinced. I'm sorry. We gotta up the acting. And where's the tears? I'm trying to find them. Okay, some more fake in the little jukebox. Okay. Some more fake hitting it violently. Okay. She could be doing a little bit more than that. She don't want that thing to go off. trying to have the eerie music play to convince us. Okay, come on, so we can see this very real homegirl of hers slide back from under the bed. Okay, trying to be creepy.
She mentions that night she heard a knock under her bed, but when she looked, she didn't find anything there. But that is what prompted her to review the footage in the first place, leaving her horrified to see a figure under her bed. Unbeknownst to her at the time, a creepy pale figure slid out from underneath her bed.
Pale? That is not a ghost. That is a person. That person is still alive. Okay, like what are we talking about?
Before slowly rotating and sliding back under as she sits up on her bed. Now the reason she didn't just throw the old radio away this whole time is because it actually belonged to her grandmother and was her favorite antique radio.
No, I'm sorry. I don't care, Granny. It gotta go in the trash. Like you know I love you, Granny. You know I love you, but that thing gotta go in the trash. I'm sorry. Go on, dry that down to the dump somewhere.
And she passed away not too long ago, so the woman kept the radio to remember her grandmother. At first she thought the lullaby was her grandmother comforting her from beyond, but she had never played this lullaby before, and no matter what she did, the radio wouldn't stop playing it until the lullaby was over, even though it was turned off. She could only cry every night as it happened. This all started after she bought a vintage porcelain doll from a street market in Indonesia.
Okay, well, throw the porcelain doll away. Like, I don't be getting that. Like, I don't, it's going in the trash. Y'all know I told y'all on this channel, I think multiple times at this point. The first time I told this story was like when I first started this channel. My mom bought me a Indian porcelain doll, brown, pretty little Indian porcelain doll, right when I was younger. Pretty doll, but the vibes I got from y'all, creepy. I don't know what it is about dolls, y'all, but I am thoroughly convinced that when spirits do attach themselves to objects, right? And they often attach themselves to dolls for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe because they remind them of like when they was alive or a person or something. I don't know, right? But this thing, like I said, very pretty, but it was creepy. I got like a creepy vibe from y'all as a child. And one day, my mama was in the kitchen washing the dishes, right? And I swear that thing was moving in my toy box one day. When he did that, this was when I decided, oh no, you gotta go to the trash, baby. I'm sorry. Like, but anyways, my little sneaky self, right? As a kid, my mom was busy in the kitchen washing dishes. I walked past her like I'm about to just go play in the backyard. Our backyard was gated in or whatever. But right over the gate, there's an alley, and that's where the trash was at, right? And where the trash was, what I'm saying, just run, pick it up through the alley. Anyways, she was busy washing the dishes, y'all. I snuck past her with this doll to the backyard because that's the day I decided this was going to be your last day here. I can't take it. I can't take it because the vibes you give me are creepy, okay? I'm on a mission, all right? So I snuck past her, creeped on, went to the backyard, broad daylight. All right, trash, can I see it right there, right over the fence, right there in the alley? All I did was put my arm over the fence a little bit, pull that lid up. Bye-bye, porcelain doll. Adios, amigos. Lagon, okay? Whatever language you need me to say it in, it was gone. And that was the last time I seen that doll. And she had no clue. She had no clue. Like, we had a lot of toys as kids. Like my kids got a lot of toys. Oh my God, y'all, kids do not be needing all them toys, okay? I swear, I say that all the time. They do not be playing with all them toys. But anyways, we were also kids when I was younger where we had a lot of toys. Me and my brothers, right? We all had our own individual, like, big toy boxes full of toys. So it wasn't like she was gonna really notice. So, and she didn't. I don't think I told her this until I was like, no, I don't think. I for sure did not tell her that I did this until I was grown. Yeah, I'm sorry. It got to go. If it's creepy, I love you, Mom. Thank you very much. But y'all know me, I'm scary. I don't care. I'm getting creepy vibes from something. Oh, you gotta go. The house haunted. Oh, I gotta go. I don't care if I just bought it. Like, I'm about to be bumming it in the box. Me and my family we gotta go. We gotta go.
She has no idea what it is, but one thing we can be sure of is that this is not her grandmother. The school. A school custodian is alone at the school when the alarm suddenly goes off on its own. A school custodian has been working late-night shifts alone inside this elementary school in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the last 6 years. And during that time, many strange things have been happening inside the school. The school itself was built over Native American burial grounds, and whenever they do works on the grounds or trees nearby, strange events in the school seem to get worse. Late one night, she captures a door opening on its own.
I just walked out here and put my car back, and this door's being weird. It was opening and closing by itself. And there it goes again. What the fuck?
Hell no.
I don't know why the door is doing this. It shouldn't be doing this. You can shut the door now and stop messing. Oh my god.
Y'all be crazy. People be really like talking to the ghosts like they best buddies or something. Like, you can close the door now. No, lady, it's time for you to leave. See, and then y'all be letting the ghost know that y'all know the ghost is there, and then the ghost amps the ante. It cranks it up a notch. Like, it get a little bit more active. No, I'm gonna need for you to pretend. See, I'm gonna pretend like I know what I saw. I know what I caught, but I'm gonna pretend like I didn't. As I real smooth, like, get on up out the way for the ghost. Go ahead, you good, you can have it. I'm quitting. No, y'all know I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. Like, I don't care. I might need the money. I'm going to quit. I will look. I'm not gonna play with no ghosts.
The door opens and closes by itself, and shortly afterwards, she's in the sports hall recording her late-night work routine when she captures something undeniably chilling. Watch closely.
So I guess there'll be no vacuuming and sweeping today. I got this set up in the gym today, so... What the fuck?
Why is she going in?
There's nobody in here. Oh my gosh.
Girl, if you know the door is locked, like, and you know nobody should be in there, why are you unlocking and going in there? No, whoever knocking gonna be knocking. No.
There's nobody in here.
Go on and turn that camera a little bit more to the side behind that first door. See, nah, cause then if it was a person in there, y'all trying to play like little ghostly, mostly ghostly stuff going on, they probably just done slid out the door. Don't play with us. That first one though, she did seem very real, cause I don't know how they would be fake opening and closing the door. I don't know if somebody could have a string tied to the door and be off to the side out the camera view and then pulling it, I guess, like, to open and close. I don't know, but let's see.
This is locked too. Nobody. What the fuck? Make sure this is linked. That's fucking scary. Alright, well, I'm good. I'm getting out of here. I ain't gotta mop and sweep anyway.
A strange knocking is heard coming from inside the locked room, but as she opens it and the next door inside, there's nobody there. But the moment she walks out, the door slams shut on its own, and the knocks are heard again. At this point, she's had enough and just leaves for the night. But the question remains, just what is causing the strange activity inside the school? We may never know. We've seen lots of creepy videos in the woods, but now I bring you Where Dolls Hang, a psychological survival horror game inspired by a real-life location in Mexico that places players in the role of a detective trapped inside a haunting, living forest filled with disturbing secrets. You must examine bodies, collect clues, and document your findings, customize your boat, and travel to different locations in search of answers.
Okay, so this is clearly a little ad, but it look a little interesting, so I'm low-key watching it.
Hello? Anyone there?
Coming for you, Barbara.
I need to find answers.
Wishlist the game now on Steam, link in description and pinned comment.
Okay, that like usually I skip the ads, but they look a little interesting. So, but I always link the original videos in my description, y'all. So go check out his video, the original video, if y'all want to go check that game out. Like he said, the link is in his description. Okay, let's get back to the little scary stuff.
The Mimic. Amoroso lives with his wife and 2 kids and has been experiencing strange activity around the house for a long time now. One night, the children are both asleep upstairs and it's exactly 3:33 a.m. when they start hearing something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
Ceci, ¿qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es, güey?
Aquí está, pa.
3:33, no mames. Y se escucha clarito, ¿eh?
Sí, ahora sé como la bebé, como la niña.
Es como si estuviera llorando ella, ¿verdad?
Sí. Es su llanto.
¿Mande?
Es su llanto, digo.
Pero aquí está, dormidita.
So obviously, I'm assuming they don't got no baby because they ain't trying to go get no baby. That clearly sound like it's crying in their house. So I'm assuming they don't have a baby. Is it a cat? I don't know. Y'all know they say sometimes cats can mimic baby sounds.
Voy a bajar
No manches.
a la máquina, güey. Es que cada cosa.
Yeah, that sound like a baby though.
Oye,
Ah, ya, yo pensé que...
voy a tener que salir. No, amigos, ya es bien tarde. Ya mis hijos ya están dormidos.
Because I mean, from the looks of it, they all the kids right there is in the room with them. So
Se han despertado.
Estoy... Son claramente los sonidos que hace mi hija cuando llora.
so it's mimicking his daughter. So all that is all of their kids right there in the room with them. So this thing is mimicking the sound of his daughter when she cries.
Siempre dejamos focos prendidos, pero Padre Santo.
I'm getting chill bumps, y'all.
Sí.
It's a little chilly here, but I'm getting chill bumps. I'm getting a little scared.
Padre Santo. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino, venga. Hágase tu voluntad, así en la tierra como en el cielo.
As he heads downstairs to the source of the crying sounds, a creepy pale face slowly leans out towards him, causing him to run back upstairs.
Oh,
and locked
y'all, it looked like a little kid peeked out. Y'all, is that a ghost or one of their kids and they playing? No, I don't know though, because like it's crying though. It's a crying sound. A
the bedroom door where his family
kid wouldn't just casually peek out like that if they crying that hard.
is. Right outside.
I'm gonna tell y'all something though. That mimic is real. If y'all notice across all cultures, we be saying the same thing, except we just call it something different. So I remember growing up, I told y'all this before, and I've even experienced this with my kids, right, in my household. But it's very like rare and seldom it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen often enough to be like, oh my God, we got a mimic, right? But even when I was younger, and like I said, even at points in my life, right, being grown with my own kids and family, I was always told if you hear something calling your name, do not answer it, right? So y'all know, and a lot of y'all, if not all of y'all, have experienced this at some point, right, throughout your life where you think you hear somebody in your household calling your name, and then they be like, I didn't call you. Yeah, that's didn't happen, right? And sometimes you, even though I've been told not to answer, sometimes you slip up and answer because it do be sounding like clear as day. You heard somebody in your household call your name, and then they be like, "Oh, I didn't call you." So, yeah, I've had that happen. We've had that happen when we were younger, growing up, and we were just always told not to answer. And then I've done that even as an adult in my own household. My husband has done it. My kids has done it, and we like, I didn't call you or whatever. So even though we've always been told not to answer, it is hard sometimes because I swear you be like, you could have sworn somebody called your name. And then growing up, when I was growing up in also in my household now too, we do have a habit of calling each other sometimes, like if we out different parts, you know what I'm saying, throughout different parts of the house or whatever, like, hey, such and such, I need you go do this real quick or something if you already downstairs doing something else or whatever, right? So y'all know, just trying to call upstairs, see your kids or maybe your husband or your wife and tell them something really quick. So it does, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's also not possible for somebody to be calling your name from another room or something. So yeah, y'all, that mimic stuff is real. They, like I said, we've throughout many cultures, y'all will find, I tell y'all this all the time, this ghost stuff, all of this is stuff that's been on this earth. Energy never dies. The body, the flesh does, but energy never dies. This stuff is not no game. It's real. It's real. Because we all be, you again, you will notice throughout every culture, at some point throughout history and even now, we have all been saying the same thing, telling the same stories for generations and generations. The only thing is, each culture just calls it something different.
A mother named Jennifer captured something terrifying on her Ring doorbell camera. It's late at night when Jennifer's son was hanging out with his friend at their house, talking and playing games. Realizing it's now past 1:30 a.m., his friend leaves to go home when they see this right outside.
1:30 a.m. What is that? Hey, that would have been me. I would have went right back in my friend's house. Oh no, I can't go home. I'll go home in the morning. It's morning time, but when the sun is up, it's bright, shiny.
As Jennifer's son opened the door, the street light in the distance suddenly turned on by itself. Then the rocking chair on their front porch starts rocking on its own as if someone was sitting on it. Even more bizarre, a strange ball of light comes flying across from the left side of the screen and falls right on the side of their pickup truck. The friends see this strange sighting and immediately mention, "What is that?" before hurrying back inside. They have no idea what it was they saw that night.
Yeah, he ran right. He did. He ran right back in the house with his friend. I'd be like, I can't go. The ghost just jumped in my whip. It's trying to go home with me. Oh my God. Now I need a new car. See, oh my God. The ghosts will just keep me broke.
Final note.
I
In the following video, a mother is mourning the loss of her oldest son, Alex, who passed away at the age of 22 and was battling depression, but in the end he took his own life as his mental health declined. One of Alex's favorite activities was playing the guitar.
We're not playing with that last string though.
You're missing a string?
Yeah.
Even after a long time, his mother could never move on and always thought about her beloved son. On one night, she's home alone and suddenly heard the sound of his guitar and pulled her phone out to record.
Alex, if that's you, can you do it again, honey? What the heck? Hi, Alex. Can you do it again, honey?
I ain't gonna lie, they about to make me cry with this one. I'm trying to laugh to keep from crying. Y'all tugging on the heartstrings of a mom. Y'all know I just lost last year 2 people really close to me back to back. Hold on. This crazy. I keep telling y'all, cause especially when you lose somebody that close to you, I'm telling y'all, this energy never dies, y'all. This ghost is real. I think this is why, and I've always known this, even having my own, just having my own experiences as a child, and even now. So I think that's why I've always been like heavily into stuff concerning like ghosts and stuff like that. Even my favorite, one of my favorite all-time anime shows, Bleach, right? Because they talk about the spirit realm and you know what I'm saying, and the living and all of that. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. Because
Can you do it again? Something else is going off down here. Do you
I'm
hear?
not gonna lie though, it be a little scary, y'all, because they say them little dark entities can pretend to be your loved ones too. So that's the thing too that make me hesitant to even, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff like that, and you think it's a loved one, and to even interact, because you don't want to welcome nothing evil into your household that's pretending to be one of your loved ones.
That? The speakers. Something's coming out of the speaker.
She hears the sound of Alex's guitar playing notes on its own. His mother truly believes this was her son visiting her from the afterlife and communicating through his guitar, which he was attached to. A faint voice can also be heard repeatedly saying, "Mom."
I'm scary, y'all. I'm scary. I would still be scared. I don't know, like, do y'all think that that's her son? Like, do y'all think this is real and that's her son? Or do y'all think that could be something else pretending to be her son?
Deeply shaken by the events, she leaves a final message to those suffering from depression.
If you are contemplating suicide, your pain does not end. It will never end. It will transfer onto your loved ones, and it will carry. And now I will carry, and my son's little brothers will carry his pain on and our pain for the rest of our lives.
So is this her son visiting his mother one last time? Or is it something sinister taking advantage of Alex's family during a vulnerable time? You judge.
That one hit a little too close to home. Like I said, I just, yeah. And to be real, I honestly have somebody close to me as well, right, in my family. And I ain't saying no names or nothing because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put nobody's stuff out there. But that's dealing with depression. And I will say this, it is a hard thing to like navigate how to like help this person, be there for this person, right? Um, because they shut themselves off. So it's like me personally, it's just always trying to like reach out, see how they doing, and then it's these times where they don't respond. You get what I'm saying? And then if they don't live close to you, it's not like you could just do a pop up and you know what I'm saying, like see how they doing, drop by. So it is. It's this person was already dealing with that in my family, but then when we lost um one of the people that's close to me, right? Last year that was very close to both of us. Um, and I'm not gonna say who it is because, like I said, I don't wanna. It's I haven't even told my oldest yet, y'all. So I don't think I'm gonna tell him for years, to be honest, because I don't want to. Kids overthink things, right? And my oldest, I notice he's an overthinker like me, so I don't want to taint his view of, if y'all get what I'm saying, like I don't want to hurt him like that in that way. Like although we all know death is a natural thing, it's a real thing, but I feel like as a parent, it's very very hard. Like what age is the right age to tell a child that somebody that they know? Because this is not like I would be telling my son about somebody that he doesn't know, right? Or he didn't really know like that. I would be, you know what I'm saying, telling about somebody that he knows. So how do you explain to a child like they're no longer here, even though he knows what death is and all that? But it's different, you know what I'm saying, when you actually lose somebody close to you, if y'all get what I'm saying, it hit different, right? So I don't want to put that type of pain on him. So that's why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm as of right now, I would not say who this person is online because I haven't even told, you know what I'm saying, my son. I haven't even told my oldest. My younger kids, they haven't even, never even met, you know what I'm saying, this person before. So yeah, but what I was saying was another one of my family members, right? They were already dealing with depression, and um when this happened, it just obviously made it worse. So it is like, man, it is a thing where like your family, they carry that pain with you and stuff. And it's not to say like you need to get over it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like you not by yourself, man. I don't talk to somebody, man. Reach out. What's going on? It's definitely, it's difficult. It's definitely talk to somebody. It's because I know life is hard, man. It really is. It really is. And it's when you have somebody close to you dealing with that, it's hard to even find the right words to even like say to them in like, or what to even do to try and help them, right? To try and make them feel excited about life and be happy, or figure out like what's going on, like why do you feel this way? Like I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. But yeah, that one just kind of made me, I said, tugged on the heartstrings. I thought I was gonna be on here and be scary Gary, you know what I'm saying? That one kind of almost made me cry. I ain't gonna lie.
Delivery. On May the 30th of 2026, an Uber Eats driver was delivering an order, but as he arrived at the location, he realized the entire property was locked tight from the front and back, making it impossible to reach the door. So he left the food by the front gate and walked around the corner and waited to see what happens.
बैग पड़ा हुआ है अभी तक, पता नहीं आपको नजर आ रहा है कि नहीं?
Did he say a bag?
अब क्या किया जाए, कुछ समझ से बाहर है. क्या करूं, मैं घर के पास जाऊं?
Hold on. All I want to say is before we continue on with this part, y'all are some brave people. How do people be out in the just at night, first of all, and then alone, and then they be going to these creepy places alone? Y'all brave. Y'all are a different breed of people for real. Like y'all brave, cause I couldn't.
What? बैग गायब हो गया.
He looked towards his bike for just a second, but when he turned back around, the bag of food was gone and there was nobody around. So he goes back to the gate thinking something inside took the food.
Anybody there? I saw you just pick up the bag from here. I know you exist and I know you are living here. I'm here just to talk to you, not to harm you. Can you give me any sign so I know that you're here, or any other type of... Are you sitting here on the chair?
The house is meant to be abandoned and he believes whatever ordered that food is already inside. But as always, let me know what you think.
Whatever ordered the food, so what they think is just like maybe it's a homeless person or something. I don't know though, like homeless or not, like that place look creepy. That's scary. I couldn't stand there for shelter. Like I don't know. I'd rather sleep out in the open or something and risk, I don't know, the crazy people walking up on me or something. That house look too scary for me. Or two, do they think it's a ghost? Because I know they can't think it's no ghost. They gotta think it's a homeless person. Because ain't no ghost ordering no food. Y'all think the ghost is doing Uber Eats? Y'all think the ghost is out here ordering DoorDash?
Abandoned. Two girls are outside late at night somewhere in Argentina recording a building just by the side of the road. The two girls were just walking home in the evening when they noticed something chilling through the window of the building. Watch closely.
Lo grabé justo.
And across that one. Damn.
Inside the building, a dark shadow can be seen zooming back and forth across the room repeatedly, catching the girl's attention as it was moving at a speed that looked too fast to be human, and had been doing the same movements for over 10 minutes. Later that same night, another guy notices the same thing.
Y'all, the ghost is zooming. Oh, stop, y'all. Oh, stop. It's looking at me. Why he
Mira
looking?
Ángel, te paró ahí, mira. Ángel, mira, te paró ahí, mira. ¿Ve? ¿Ve ese negro que está ahí? Ahí se paró, mira. Fíjate, se va a mover, mira. Ahí está parado, mira. ¿Y ese negro que está de lo de ahí, Ángel? Ahí está parado, ahí. Ahí quedó parado, mira. Ahí se va a mover, mira. Acércame más, acércame. ¿Vi los negros que está ahí? Ahí, eso, ¿Ah? ¿Arriba el techo? Mira.
The dark figure is seen zooming once again, although this time it appears to stop by the window and slightly turn towards it as if it was staring right at the guy watching it, before finally continuing to move in a strange manner.
That ghost is on the move. Yeah, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. I don't like that. I don't like that. How much longer I got in this video? It's about time for me to go ahead and pack it up. Go ahead. Cause why would they? And then they standing there staring at it. Y'all, don't y'all know stuff can attach to y'all? I'ma keep walking. I don't see nothing. Hear no evil, see no evil. The way I would keep walking down the street and never walk down that street again is not even funny.
After this, the guy investigated the building and discovered that the place had been abandoned for some time now, leaving him shocked as to what he saw that night. In the dark. In the next video, a woman named Kenzie was looking through her photo gallery when she noticed a video that was all black and had been on her phone for 2 years, but she had no memory ever recording it, so she decided to increase the brightness of the video.
Y'all, I'm scared. I'm scared. Y'all, it's like a dark figure just watching it.
What looks like a tall dark shadow figure can be seen standing in the doorway of her bedroom. She doesn't know why her door was open as she always sleeps with it closed. The dark figure seemed to be facing towards her and was slowly getting closer. Even stranger is that she has no recollection of ever recording a video like this in the dark, and isn't sure why she would randomly record a dark video to begin with. The figure resembles the Hat Man, who is often reported to be seen.
That thing is real. I've seen it in my dreams, and apparently my mom seen it when I was a baby. First of all, one, this is why I don't sleep in the dark. I do not play if it is dark in our room. You know what I'm saying? My husband is right there. I'm not sleeping in the dark by myself. He likes to have those dark screen nature sounds on at night. I gotta sleep with the door open. You know, I got kids, so I gotta be able to see. I gotta be able to hear and see if I wake up in the middle of the night, what's going on around the house. Anytime I get up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, I go check on my kids and everything every time, right? What else was I about to say? I was gonna say if she got a random video on her phone that she don't remember recording, if she got kids, maybe it was the kids, because kids have a habit of doing that. I know mine do. And I be like, you know what I'm saying? They've been and grabbed your phone, like, you know, you got little babies, little toddlers. They've been and grabbed your phone trying to play with it, and you taking it from them, and then you go back in your photo gallery and you got random pictures, all type of random stuff that they didn't accidentally snap. But clearly that is not the case here, y'all. It's a whole video being recorded of a dark figure watching her sleep, y'all. This would be on people when they get that sleep paralysis. Y'all know scientists say it's because you still, like, your brain has not fully waking up yet. But I keep telling y'all that science, I'm not saying that science is completely wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying is you will find that science, people who are religious and people who are, I guess you could say, spiritual, right? That believe in, that may not be religious, but they believe it's definitely some going on other than what we could see in our everyday life in the physical. It's really all saying, we all saying the same shit. We just using different terminology. Y'all, that's what be right there during that sleep paralysis. A show y'all need to watch. I'ma link it, not link it, but I'm gonna put the name. I meant to put it on one of my previous videos, right? A show that y'all need to watch. When I say that, you will find that science, religion, and then people that just are not religious, right? They all saying the same thing when it comes to this type of stuff, right? Just using like different terminologies, or they different understanding, right? A different way of explaining it. Science just completely is like, this ghost shit is not real, right? They be like trying to completely debunk it, but in a way then they end up kind of confirming it too, but using different terminology, if you ask me. But anyways, it's a show called Evil that y'all need to watch that does a great job of showing y'all. I need to get this off my screen. That was a horrible pause. Y'all know I'm scared. But it does a great job of showing y'all this combination. It's a show called Evil. Y'all need to go watch it. It's a good show. Let me go ahead and play the video because I need to get off my screen.
During sleep paralysis. So just what did Kenzie capture that night? Let me know what you think.
Sleep paralysis? Hold on. Didn't I just tell y'all this what y'all be experiencing on? Hold on, go ahead.
The figure resembles the Hat Man, who is often reported to be seen during sleep paralysis. So
oh yeah, okay, yeah. My brother too, my youngest brother who gets sleep paralysis, he said that he seen that figure too. He was talking to me about it like a while back. Let me tell y'all this. That I'm telling y'all that, look, science be trying to tell y'all that spiritual ain't real. It's real, y'all. Our ancestors, I don't care what culture, what background, whatever race you are, these folks know it's real. Our people that done came before us, they done talked about this. That's why y'all been these stories that have been passed down from generation. Them folks, y'all think our people that then came before us was just crazy. This stuff was not real. This shit is real. I don't care what you practice. Either way it go, all you need to know is that it is going on underneath the surface that we can't always clearly see in our everyday life and interact with. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just what did Kenzie capture that night? Let me know what you think. They see it. A mother named Courtney was recording her daughter innocently playing around the house when her daughter suddenly starts acting strange, as if she sees something that's not supposed to be there.
They definitely do.
Have your finger, where are you? Gina, how did you do? Hi, mommy, where are you? Gina, hi, Toby, understood, where are
What's wrong?
Mommy, what's here?
No, it's here. What happened?
You,
You scared?
but dear, I steal I monster and I steal a monster.
What?
I told y'all the kids be knowing.
A strange voice is heard coming from the left side of the room. Seconds later, the girl stops singing and looks straight in that direction before going to her mum and saying, "Mummy, who's there?" Then pointing and saying there's a scary monster there. Courtney had also been hearing some strange things around the house from time to time, believing in her daughter's words. As they say, kids can usually see things we can't.
Yep, see it or it sense it too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if I say this on here, but I definitely say it on the channel I have for my family. I've always had a hard time of letting my babies self-soothe. Like, you know, the baby be crying, right? And they say, oh, you just gotta let the baby self-soothe. They say they're supposed to be able to start self-soothing around like 6 months or so, or whatever, right? I've always had a hard time letting my baby self-soothe. One, because like naturally I just feel, you know what I'm saying, like bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to go get my baby crying. No, they be like, oh, they just be wanting you or feeling close, whatever. Okay, well, I need to go get my baby. I get it. But and I get sometimes, you know, you gotta let them cry a little bit, like I said, to let them learn how to put themselves back to sleep, right? So with each child, I feel like I got a little better. But when they, especially when they like smaller, I be like, I gotta go get my child. I ain't gonna lie. That's one. Two, they need to be, especially when they like babies, be sleeping in the room next to me. At first, with our second, we thought that a bassinet wasn't gonna fit in our room because it's not that big. So that was gonna be the first time trying to put him in the crib. You get what I'm saying? Um, in the room next to us, and with the just the baby monitor in there, whatever, and I go in there and get him. But I was like, tried that a couple nights. We end up going to find the bassinet, and I'm like, okay, this thing gonna squeeze right here in this little space I got in the bed. Put him in the bassinet. Anyways, but third, second or third, whatever. Y'all know I be going off on a little tangent. But anyways, it's hard for me to let my baby self-soothe. And another reason why as well too, outside of just the natural motherly instinct that you want to go get your baby, right? You feeling bad, like you feeling sad, they crying, they sad, right? But two, y'all, them kids, they be sensing that we don't always be sensing or picking up on. I'ma say that. And y'all will find this correlation between the sick people that are still alive, right? Around the sick, evil because I keep telling y'all, they main target and they main goal with these predators, these people in higher places of government. I ain't gonna try to go too deep because then I'm gonna end up taking us to the conspiracy day. We do conspiracy day on what? Wednesdays. These folks, but anyways, these people be after the kids. A lot of these little ritualistic sacrifices they used to do back in the day, and in my opinion, they still doing now. They still practicing the same shit they was doing back in the day, y'all. They just be doing it undercover now and using a lot of these different places and organizations, in my opinion, concerning kids, right? They be the sacrifices and all that be mostly concerning kids to these evil ass deities that they worship. I'm telling you, this shit is real. I'm sorry to curse, but I need y'all to understand. These people be playing around with some shit that they try to convince y'all is not fucking real. I don't care what, if you religious or not. All you need to know is, at the end of the day, there is good and evil in this world. It's the same thing with this ghost shit and these dark, evil spirits. These kids, these babies, they be picking up on it. And I think part of the reason why, again, yes, babies be crying because they didn't been in your womb for 9 months. Our babies, you know what I'm saying? They know our heartbeat, know our voice, right? As mothers, they want to be close to you. They want that warmth, right? So that, yes, that's normal. They do cry for that reason too. And that alone for me is like I still need to go get my baby, right? But then also as well too, I also believe, in my opinion, along with that, them babies be sensing shit. They be sensing shit that possibly be lurking around, probably hovering around, stalking around in the room with them. I'ma say that, especially when the baby wake up with that hard ass cry, cause you know, as a parent, you know the difference in your baby's cries. There's a different tone to it. You know what I'm saying? Based off what's I'm going on with the baby, whether they need a diaper change, they hungry or whatever, right? Or they just want you to soothe them. There's a difference or they hurt, right? It's a difference in the cry. Um, Sometimes though babies be like crying hard, and I feel like okay they be crying, but they just want you to pick them up, right? You done fed them, you done changed them and everything, right? And as soon as you pick them up, they stop crying. But I don't know, y'all. Sometimes they probably don't just be crying hard just for you to pick them up. They probably do want you to pick them up, yeah, because you know what I'm saying. It don't be nothing else they want once you did everything else other than for you to pick them up. That probably do be it. They just want you to pick them up, yeah. But the reason behind that probably be because y'all, yes, they want that closeness. They used to be close to you, but maybe because too, they be picking up on that evil shit lurking. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. To some folks, this gonna sound crazy. For those of y'all who know, who with me, come on, come with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know this stuff is real. These kids be picking up on this stuff. That's why I be like, I gotta go get my baby. That's why I be exhausted as hell. And I'm a breastfeeding mom too. I'm done breastfeeding now, but I'm saying like I breastfeed my kids too, minimum up to a year. And as soon as my kids cry, I be like, I gotta go get them. My kids be damn near like past would they be like what going on 1 years old, way past the self-soothing stage, and they be like, you need to let them self-soothe starting at 6 months. They find the doctors be like, they fine, just let them cry. Man, I be like, look, I gotta get my child. It is easier though to kind of like I said with each child, and then two to let them self-soothe um when they are like right there in the room with you, and you kind of like you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. You wake up, you right next to them. But it'd be hard for me to still not get my kids. I ain't gonna lie. And then my kids gotta be in the room with me for like at least up, you know what I'm saying, up to a year before I feel comfortable putting them in their own room. And to be real, if like so, I had 3 kids, right? I have my oldest who just turned 9, and then I have my middle child who is 2, and then I have my youngest who is 1. So technically, me and my husband had Irish twins, okay? Because we had the 2 youngest ones back to back. So my 1 year old and 2 year old now share a room, right? So they in the room, whatever, right? But all I would say is shit. I don't know, like if we didn't have them back to back like that, and say we still just had like a young, we did. I think they would still, cause I'm trying to how I'm trying to word this. I don't want to confuse y'all, cause I don't be want to like speak stuff into existence. I try to be real careful with that, right? I don't want to write nobody out the script. Basically, if y'all get what I'm trying to say, but they got each other. They share a room together, right? So they in there with each other, comfortable with each other, and they be hey, and if they feel like they gotta have the other one in the room with them too, right? Which is good, right? But and plus, I go throughout the night. I check on all my kids, even the oldest. Anyways, like multiple times throughout the night, make sure they good or whatever, right? But anyways, all I'm gonna say is my oldest, he ended up co-sleeping with us, y'all. This gonna sound ridiculous, but I feel like this happens a lot too. Even with the oldest, he ended up co-sleeping with us for about 5 years, y'all. It wasn't until my husband got back into the military and we moved here, and this is when if y'all go on the channel, I got my family, and we first moved into this house, and we was putting his bedroom together. That was his first time getting his own separate bedroom. Like he co-slept with us for 5 years, y'all. And people be like, "How can your kids sleep in the bed with you for that long?" Cause they be comfortable, and then you be comfortable too, especially when it's like your first. They be scared. Them kids be scared to sleep in a room by themselves. And then you be like, you don't be wanting them to be scared because they be anxious. And you as a parent, you be getting anxious too. I know I do as the mom. Look, the daddies, they be like, them kids fine. You need to go to your own room. They be wanting them out their bed. But y'all know as a mom, like we be having a different type of connection. So like, yeah. But them kids they be picking up on stuff.
Decides to move out without hesitation. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. House from time to time, believing in her daughter's words as they say kids can usually see things we can't. She decides to move out without hesitation. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to Depths of Despair.
Cause the way I would be calling housing, for those of y'all who don't know, who new here, well, we are a military. I'm a military spouse. Okay, so my family, we a military family. We live on base, so like you can't just be like, oh, I don't want to live in them. You got to go through like this whole little process with like housing and stuff and try to get a good reason to move out and all of that. The way I would be calling housing, like, I don't know what y'all got to do. I do not care about sounding crazy on the phone as I'm talking at the community, talking on the phone with y'all at the community center, at the housing area. But we got to move. It's ghosting here. We got to go. It is ghosting. I can't live here. I can't live here. They're going to be like, ma'am, that is not like a good reason for you to break your lease and move out because you feel like it's ghosting. Ain't no I feel like. I know. That's how I'm gonna be on the phone sounding real foolish. I don't give a damn. I gotta move. We gotta go. It's ghosting here. I'm not playing. I feel like if it's not too much action going on in the house, like it's very, very subtle. Like you to where like you could just damn near ignore it. Like you could easily write it off as something else, right? Then okay, and then it's nothing. It barely, never, nothing really happens, right? But the ones where doors be closing, they hearing stuff in there growling, stuff is clearly being picked clear as day, moving around, being moved across the room with nobody there to push it. I would say the toys, but sometimes the toys do be glitching. But that's why I be turning off all them toys in our house when it's time for bed. Hell no. Ain't no toy better not be talking to here in the middle of the night. Don't do that. I be turning them toys straight off when it's time for bed. But like when them y'all know them ones like where it be like clear as day, ain't no denying it. It's a ghost in there. That's where I'm like, oh hell no, I gotta draw the line. We gotta go. No.
Business@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at Depths of Despair YT. Not alone. In the following video, a man named Brad lives alone with his 2 cats and he captures something that makes his cat afraid to enter his bedroom.
So my cat's been watching that door for a while now. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's a nightmare, man. Freakiest place I've ever been. Butter, get out here.
He told the cat, get out here. Get your ass out here. Hey, cats real good at picking up on stuff too, y'all. I want another cat. I love cats. Animals in general good at picking up on stuff though.
Oh, I can't do it anymore.
Y'all look like a dark figure laying down on the floor, don't it?
The door opens on its own, attracting the cat's attention, but as he goes to look, a dark shadow figure is seen inside his room. And then moments later, it is now lower to the ground. The cats didn't seem too concerned.
Okay, so it was sitting up. It looked like it was sitting up at first, and then it did look like it was laying down when he went back.
At the time, but afterwards, they refused to go in the room anymore and would just stop and stare at it from a distance. Now in this next video, a girl's horse warns her of imminent danger. You're gonna want to watch this video. Trust me, you haven't seen.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh, we made it. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting a little scared. Yeah, we need to hurry up and move to the new spot so I can set up my new little area in the designated room with the doors closed. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about waking my family up. And I need to be able to put my desk just a little more closer to the wall. I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I'm scary. I don't like all that space back there behind me, okay? Because I be scared I'm going to look up in the camera to talk to y'all. And then I might see a shadow. And at that point, we going to end the stream. And I'm going to run upstairs with my husband, like, and wake him up. Like, we got to go. And he gonna be like, girl, you need to lay down because I gotta get up for PT in the morning. So look, but that's it, y'all. That's it for today's scary video. Or look, I'm gonna be looking down here, y'all, because sometimes I'll be looking at myself on the stream, like on my computer, y'all, and I'll be scared. I'm gonna see a little shadow, y'all. I'm scary. I'm scary, and I keep doing this to myself. And I'm gonna keep doing this to myself. We're gonna keep hopping on here and watching these scary videos together, y'all. Um, But yeah, that's it for today, y'all. Again, I post Monday through Friday for specific uploads. You guys just check that in the description section. If I don't put it in the description, if I don't put it, I just messed it all up. For specific uploads, check it in the description section. I post Monday through Friday for each individual thing that I am interested in. All right, y'all. I always put it in the description section. Sometimes I do put it in the comment section, but if it is not in the comment section, it is always in the description section. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about these videos. Let me know if any like mostly ghostly encounters or experiences that y'all may have had. Like, do y'all even believe in ghosts? Do y'all think that this just be a figment of a person's imagination, or do y'all believe that ghosts are possibly real, but y'all have never, experienced, what I'm saying, ghosts or any creepy things, oh, unexplainable things happening personally in your life, right? So, so maybe you believe in ghosts, but you just never really experienced anything creepy like that yourself. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's gonna be it, y'all. Let me go ahead and hop off of here. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock in the morning. So, my alarm is going to be ready to go off at around 6 in the morning. I'm about to go ahead, hop in the shower, you know what I'm saying, get myself ready for the day, get ready to get up, for the rest of my family to get up and get ready for the day too in the next, couple hours or so, like around 7, 8 o'clock for them that they'll be getting up. But, yeah. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good day.